This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning. Well, I suppose today, if this podcast had a name, it would be named Adam Simpson.
Absolutely. He was the talk of the town, Nathan. That's why one of the things we were talking about, listeners, were when you were fired, but you were still asked to do your job.
We heard a great story from Pav. He tells us where he was when he found out that Ross Lyon had been, Mark Harvey had been sacked and Ross Lyon had been hired.
Yeah. So many names been put forward for this coaching position in Sean's sport. We discussed one that no one saw coming.
No.
That is so true.
Maybe it might be the solution.
So true.
Nathan.
You two are insane.
Nat.
No, I don't think it was that.
And Sean. I'm enjoying it. Over 937.
356, Nathan, Nat and Sean. Morning, everybody. Happy rainy Wednesday.
No.
I want to make a tribute to you today, Natalie.
Thank
I've
you,
already
Sean.
made mention of how wonderful you look today. So Nathan and I look like we just come to work on a winter's day, and you look like you could possibly take a board meeting, after lunch sometime today on...
CEO what?
Yeah, Mineral Resources.
Well, this is because I'm rocking one of the many jackets that I had made in Vietnam.
Lovely.
A little check
you
number.
go.
Up our
Thank you.
game.
No.
Tailor-made.
So if anything, I'm going to lower the game.
I don't think you've got much room to move.
I didn't think about that much, did you?
Yeah. Did you see in the news, here in the news, Gladiator 2?
What's with that? So...
Hey, not with that. Don't worry about Gladiator 2. Remember Helen Hunt in Twister?
Yeah?
The new sequel to that is Twisters.
Yeah.
What's worse than one? Many.
Oh, come on.
And they're doing a second movie to the Devil Wears Prada. A Devil Wears Prada as well.
Well, I like that. I thought that was a great show.
Me too, I love that.
So getting back to Gladiator, Russell's not a part of it.
So what's
Is that what
part
I
of
read?
it?
No, he's got his nose off about it too.
I bet he does.
His nose is out.
That was his
Like,
show.
that was his seminal role, really.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. They don't want to put themselves out on a limb. No one can write a new movie these days.
I know.
But I'm more concerned
Take a chance.
about Twisters because it's just so funny. It's like, how do we make it better? How do we make it worse? Let's have many of them. So it'll be like Jaws. How do we make that better? Jaws is.
Maybe gladiators.
Gladiators.
Yeah. It's several.
Oh, my God.
We love plurals.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Last quarter. Sensational play.
Be there to cheer on the home team from the Bankwest Best Seats in the House.
Suddenly a bit of heat in this game, isn't there? So, up for grabs 2 premium Bankwest Best Seats. So the Eagles take on the Brisbane Lions this Sunday. Premium seating, food and drinks are all included.
You need to get to the business then. Before you do that, you got to get through Ben, because he's our first caller.
Hello, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
I saw Ben's name.
Sorry, Sean's having a stroke. Ben, do you know how to win the last quarter?
You win the last quarter.
Benny.
Ben, it's pretty important today because this is the possible last game being coached by Adam Simpson. Are you an Eagles fan?
I am, mate. Yep.
It might be the first game coached by Jared Schofield as well, so it could go either way.
What do you think about them letting Simo go?
Oh, yeah, no, it's probably his time, but I reckon they need to bring back an old vet, bring back Chris Lewis.
To coach the team?
Oh, yeah, 100%, mate. He's an all-time.
Well, he's an all-time great
all-time
player.
Yeah.
I would suggest
No
he's
coaching pedigree.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure about that.
What about Whoopi Goldberg?
Thoughts on Whoopi? Ben?
Whoopi Goldberg, what do you think?
Yeah, no, she'd probably do the same.
She's got some coaching creds anyway. Ben, you're up against Matt from Scarborough in the first quarter. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
Hey, Matty. You're up and about, Matt. Are you an Eagles fan?
No, Cats fan.
He's a Cats fan.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Do you think Chris Lewis would be a good alternative for a coach at the West Coast Eagles or Whoopi Goldberg?
Which one do you think?
I'd go the Goldberg.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, how do you win the last quarter?
You win the last quarter.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah, you do. All
Hey,
right,
boys, how's the marketing on this?
We're about to enter the first quarter. Here's what's going to happen. We'll ask you a question. If you think you know the answer, buzz in with your name. You get it right, you're through the second quarter. Get it wrong, your opponent goes through. So there's a lot on the line. Let's test your buzzers. Ben. Matt. They're working.
It's going to be a good quarter.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. In AFL, what is the term for when a ball is dropped and hits the ground before it is kicked?
Ben.
Yes, Ben. Ben?
Is it drop punt?
No.
It's not, Harry. It's not. It's a drop kick.
It's a drop kick.
I know.
You know, the old drop kick.
Come on.
It hits the ground and you
Yes.
boot it. It's not a drop
Like
punt.
in the olden days. Matt, you're through the second
Rob.
quarter.
Beautiful.
There's only one answer there, Ben. There's only one answer.
Robbed.
All right, in the second quarter, Matt.
guys.
Hey, buddy.
See you, Benny. Matt, you're taking on Amanda from Bassendean. Hello, Amanda.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
Oh, great,
Great, Amanda.
Firstly, Amanda, we need to know if you know how to win the last quarter.
Oh, you have to win the last quarter.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. Are you an Eagles fan?
No, unfortunately, I'm not.
Who are you? Who do you barrack for?
Oh, I don't want to say. I'm not sure if you guys can handle it.
Oh, well, of course we can handle
You're
it.
going to say Collingwood, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Hang up on it.
Hey!
Wow.
Well, you're in the right territory.
I like-
Bassendean, the black and white.
Yeah, that's true. I like that you know how hatred, how much hatred we have for Collingwood. Well done. Amanda, test
That's
your
part
buzzer.
of the fun.
Test
Yeah.
your buzzer. It's probably not going to work. Amanda?
Amanda.
No, I didn't hear anything.
All right, so we're up to the second quarter.
We are.
This is Ben versus Amanda.
All right, here is your question. A popular celebration song is For He's a Jolly Good What?
Amanda.
Oh, Amanda.
Fella.
Yes. It is.
Hello.
We have to allow you through. Sorry,
She
Ben.
didn't say fella, it's fellow.
Fellow, yeah.
She plays for Collingwood.
sorry, guys.
Collingwood, remember?
Yeah.
Collingwood.
Amanda,
My missing teeth.
you're into the third quarter. We're taking on Kaylee. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kaylee. Do you know how to win the last quarter?
You got to win the last quarter.
Yes.
Do,
Who do
Kaylee.
you go for, Collingwood?
No, it's for Freo.
Oh,
Come on.
Sounds a bit
Kaylee,
sadder
right
about
behind
it.
you. Give her the easiest
Nice.
question we've got.
She's on the flag mantle bandwagon. Kaylee, test your buzzer. Kaylee?
Kaylee.
All
Well
right.
done.
Welcome to the third quarter. How many years was Adam Simpson the coach of the West Coast Eagles for?
Amanda. Kaylee.
Amy, what are you saying? Amy,
Right
it was
there,
very
sorry.
close, Amy. You're saying Amanda? Amy? Okay.
Amanda.
Amanda, what's the answer?
Oh, 10 years.
10 is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Oh, Amanda!
So Kaylee goes through.
It's Kaylee.
It's
Go
11.
Freo.
All right, we're into the last quarter. Here we go. Kaylee versus Craig from Mount Helena. Good morning, Craig.
Good morning. How
Hey,
are we?
Craig.
Oh, good,
Good,
Craig. Craig, look where we are. How do you win the last quarter, Craig?
Oh, is she a Collingwood supporter?
No, she's
No,
not.
she's not.
She's a
She's not.
Freo
Okay.
supporter.
She's not. She's not.
Ah, well, lucky it's not a derby because then she'd really be trying, wouldn't she?
But you didn't answer Nathan's
Yeah, how do you win
question.
the last quarter,
Didn't answer your
Craig?
question.
You win the last quarter.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you,
you,
Craig.
mate. We're not
We're-
paying all this money for advertisement
Craig,
for
are
you
you
not to
serious,
answer.
mate? Are you serious? And look where we are, everyone. We're at the last quarter.
We are. Let's test your buzzer, Craig.
Craig.
We'll test yours one more time to make sure it's still working, Kaylee.
Kaylee.
Still working. Last quarter time.
Here is the question. US company Nathan's holds an annual eating contest using which fast food?
Craig.
Yes, Craig, for the win.
Is it hot dogs?
It is hot dogs. It is hot dogs.
Joey Chestnut's got the record, I think about 57. He's got the world record.
He's
Craig,
pulled away from the competition.
Yeah, he
you know
stopped
that?
doing it.
you're
I
off to the footy. You're off to.
Awesome.
You've got two premium Bankwest best seats to the West Coast Eagles. Take on the Brisbane Lions this Sunday. Premium seating, food, and drinks are all included. You have a great day, Craig.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Over the top.
Played, everybody.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast. Nova's Pay Your Bills.
Oh, bills are the worst because you have to pay them. But what
That's
if you don't
so
want
crazy,
to?
Nat.
We're here for you. We are going to pay your bill.
Got an electricity bill to pay? Who hasn't? We've got you sorted. Got a daycare bill
What are
that
you looking
needs
at this like?
covering.
What are you
It's
doing?
Wednesday. This is the
Yeah,
third
no,
day
but I
we've
know
done
we don't
this.
say this stuff. I just look at the bills at home.
We'll pay your bill.
them,
Why don't you
cry.
talk about some of your bills then? Don't read about the ones on the sheet. What are some of the ones you've got?
Well, my electricity bill's pretty good because I've got Pleco, so that brings it right down.
Yeah,
yeah,
happy
but
days.
come
But
on,
the
Sean.
gas gets you.
Gas. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
No.
all the people that do the things for you.
And Alan Carpenter looked after us with the gas. Our gas bills are cheap compared to the rest of the country.
I've started... Yeah, that's really
Your
good. actually.
outsourcing list of people. All your outsourcers.
Oh, well, Magic Mike, he's the cleaner.
Yeah. So
I pay him just to come over and talk to me because he always says to Megan, he has such a good husband. And I'm like, yeah, come on, Mike.
Mike knows how to get a tip.
He's a champion.
well, whatever your bill may be,
Yeah.
it could be as simple as you owe someone some money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here's one, Nathan, I want to throw into the mix. Whenever you've got many kids like me, whenever they're doing another activity, it's always
Yes.
costing you. Stings your left, right, and
Yeah,
centre.
a
And I know a lot of
registration
parents are up
fee.
for that as well.
But yeah, a term of swimming lesson.
Yeah.
All of this stuff.
It really
Yeah.
adds up.
Yeah. It's time to pay someone's bill right now.
So what you need to do is register your bill at the Nova Player app, and we could call out your name, and then you've got 20 minutes to call us back. So let's call out a name.
Sean, this is Jan Pearson from Belmont, and what does she want?
Jan wants her KO subscription paid for. Yes, Harry!
So she can watch all the sports.
1 year of KO
Oh.
could possibly be coming your way, but you have to give us a call.
All right, Jan Pearson from Belmont. It is now, we'll say 14 past 7. So that means you've got till 7:34 to give us a call on 13 24 10. We've started the clock. Get calling Jan and we'll pay you KO for the year.
How good.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Getting to know.
So, Talisa, you've been all over the Adam Simpson news, of course.
Yes.
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 Do you follow AFL?
I do follow AFL, but
Who
I
do
don't
we
go for a
barrack for?
WA team.
Oh, sure.
Okay, who do you
Who
vote
do you go
for? Because this
for?
might be the end of it.
I go for Port Adelaide.
Do you? Give us the understanding. So, what is it? It's a family connection?
Okay, yes, my mum goes for Port Adelaide, so I was like brainwashed as a young child. But she chose the team because she liked the colours.
Oh, so she's
Oh,
a teal fan.
she's everyone's mum at the Melbourne Cup.
Yes,
And you followed that.
yes, I follow that.
Because
yeah.
your mum liked the colours.
She liked the colours. She
Because how
loved
dare you disrespect your mother's love of
And
colours?
she's very pro-poshy as well, I've
Loves
heard
the
your
teal,
mum.
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a teal.
Wow, so all the way.
All the way, yeah.
Are you a sports fan of anything else?
Not particularly. I do get into my AFL.
Yeah.
Bit of NRL when I lived in Sydney.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who did you
So that's
follow
about
there?
it. The Panthers.
Oh, they're winners. Ivan Cleary, Nate.
Was
You
that?
know, Ivan Cleary.
Of course, he goes out with...
Oh! Sorry, wait, I'm having a mind blank. It goes out with Mary Fowler.
That's right.
Nathan, isn't it?
No, it's
Yeah,
Nathan
Ivan,
Cleary.
that's
No,
my
that's
dad.
Harry. His
Ivan,
name's
the
Nathan.
coach.
Okay, I was going to say, because I thought, wait, his name's Nathan.
Ivan Cleary.
Nathan knows the Nathans.
I know,
don't you?
yeah. I'm part of the Nathan Society on
All right.
Instagram.
Thanks, Steve.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast. Nova's Pay Your Bills.
So we put the call out for Jan from Belmont because she registered on the Nova Player app so we could pay her bill. And what do you know? She had 20 minutes to call us back. She was right onto it. Hello, Jan.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Jan.
So, Jan, tell us about this bill. So you want us to pay your KO subscription. Why? What's going on?
Well, it's all to do with my pop here. When he came out of hospital, he normally goes to all of the Freo games and he's unable to go. So I started up a KO subscription, but I just did it 1 month at a time.
Yeah.
Now, Pop was the one that said that on Fremantle they have a special deal called Freo on the Go with KO. So Googled it all, and there's a $250 subscription for a year. So, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Well,
We'll cover
we paid
that.
for it. We
Yeah.
paid for it.
Yeah, that's so lovely.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much.
So you're a
That's
Dockers
lovely.
fan too, or just your Pop?
No, Pop's a mad fan, and he always talks about Sean McManus and the curly locks and the blonde hair. But yes, I'm a Freo fan as well, but I usually just buy one game here and one game there, so when I can get to go with Pop, I'll go.
Oh, good
But,
on you,
Yeah,
Jan.
not at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Good
love
on you,
this.
mate. So
This is
lovely.
for you and your Pop. This is so beautiful. Well
Well,
done,
you've got all
Jan.
the other sports too, by the
Yes,
way, on
exactly.
KO.
I
Exactly.
know.
It's all there.
I
Watching netball as well.
I watched corgi racing
Yes,
just not long ago.
They have like
Yes.
cornhole and everything.
all
You
of
got
it.
everything.
Did you see that they're having those? I think it might be in. I don't know if it's Sweden, but the people who are jumping around on the pretend
It's
horses?
Finland.
Oh,
Finland.
Sean,
Hobby
it
horsing.
is,
Hobby
it's hobby
horsing.
horsing
Yes,
is
in Finland.
insane. I watched the whole thing. I got Harry to run in a whole thing of it a few weeks ago.
Oh, did you? Okay, great. Hobby horsing's amazing.
Yeah,
so hopefully that's on their
Why don't we
agenda.
Watch
feature
that
hobby
too.
horsing in one of your future sports? Okay. There we go.
So Jan's bill's paid. Stamp that one.
Yes,
Make sure you register your bill on the Nova Player app, and maybe Ross will be calling your name out after 9 o'clock.
Yep. And you know
Good
what?
luck.
You use the word bill very loosely.
Yeah, that's right.
All right?
Just something needs to
You
be
need
paid.
money.
We know you do.
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Teddy Swims is coming to Perth.
Yes. Correct.
And Troy Sivan isn't.
What's that about?
No, Troy Sivan has come off and he said, everyone just chill on me for a second. And I think that he's suggesting that we're going to get a show.
Yeah,
to
no,
pop
but
up.
why wouldn't you just announce it as part of your tour
They
if
think
it's
that
actually
he
part of
may
your
be
tour?
already booked for one of the festivals coming over here, but you're not giving us an entire
No,
Troy Sivan
no.
experience.
Don't
Come
do that,
on,
Troy.
mate. You're making Dianella cry.
Well, there's one person who didn't forget her home state.
No, that's right. That's right.
And that's you, Natalie
Yeah,
Lott.
I know. This feels like a lifetime ago now, that because I did the open for Joel Creasy at
Yeah.
the Regal Theatre, which was the night after we finished work, so the Friday and then the Saturday
Yes.
night as well. Terrifying, obviously.
Yeah, I would've
when
thought
you get
so.
there, the stage is much bigger.
Yeah.
It is going to be. And certainly, whilst I've done stand-up before, never on a stage that big and in front of, once at the Melbourne Town Hall, but other than that was right at the very beginning. So other than that, it was pretty intimidating. But it was actually awesome. I had a really good time.
Nervousness? Where were we on the scale of things?
All that I was worried about was that I wouldn't remember, that I would have a mental blank and forget what I was going to say, and then that didn't happen. So the first night, there was a bit of trepidation. The second night was amazing because I was confident that I would be able to remember it all.
Were you concerned that you were going to do a Kramer from Seinfeld and start abusing the crowd?
No. You know,
like
Because so
that.
many comedians now are doing stand-up and
Yes.
suddenly something goes wrong
Yes.
and then, you're cancelled.
Yeah, no. Well, that didn't happen happily, so it wasn't a great concern going in, but it also didn't happen, so that's lucky.
So I haven't heard your stand-up set that you did, but there was a lot of people who were letting me know there was a lot of swearing. They
There
didn't
was
see
some
the swearing
adult themes.
and there was some adult themes.
But you've heard me swear off air.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
people
yeah.
have
Yeah,
only ever heard me
you've
on the
got an
radio, you would
absolute
think I
gutter
don't
mouth.
swear, but I certainly
It's disgusting what
Do.
comes out of her mouth.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. I actually had a really good time. It was, and especially the Saturday night. So the Saturday night was it was a full house. The entire theatre was full. It's just a bit over 1,000 people. It just had a really good, fun, up and about vibe. And so, yeah, that one was an absolute belter.
So we heard, so many people will give you advice on what your walkout song
Yeah,
is
I know.
going to be.
I know.
So what was it?
I went traditional.
Okay.
It's good. It's up and about. Get straight
Did you
into
do the
it.
dance at all?
I did not do the dance.
You had to sort of slightly Allen it out, you know what I mean?
I kind of just, bit of,
Jazz hands?
Yeah, in fact, yes.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other hands we always talk about.
I did that gag
Yeah,
too.
stop the A with an I.
Yeah,
I
good
love
on
it.
that.
Yeah, okay. So now, where do we go from here? Have you got the itch to do it again?
Well, I think I do. I think it has definitely sort of opened up that idea that maybe it is something I want to do a little bit more.
So what would that look like?
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to
Yeah.
look like at this age. Maybe just some open mic nights and then see where we go from there. But yeah, I don't know. It was actually really
That's
good
really
fun.
good. That's really good.
I know. She's back.
I don't think you had your new blazers to wear that
I know.
night.
I've certainly got a number of suits
I
now,
know.
thanks Vietnam, so I'm good
Yeah.
to go.
That blazer's hilarious.
I know, look at it. It's
That
so
blaze
funny.
is hilarious. It's what every girl wants to do.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
That whole Adam Simpson situation yesterday was so interesting to watch, Sean,
During the
especially
press
from me,
conference.
where I feel like I'm an outsider.
Yeah, well, I don't think we've seen that before. I remember when, Ross Lyon was the last coach in WA to get the boot, and Ross did a separate press conference where he did it down at Henry Jaffrey, Nat, where Nat walks the dogs. A separate, because he'd been let go by the Fremantle Dockers. In this situation, Simo'd been told that he's not coaching next year, and they've come to an agreement that he would move on. But he's sitting right next to the CEO, who's
Yes.
telling the world that we've
Why they've
fired
offed him, basically.
Oh, so Don Pike is sitting there, and he says this thing to Simo, and it's made the news. Anyway, it's just the moment he says it to Simo, Simo rolls his eyes, literally does not hide his facial expression on how he's feeling about what's being pitched to him. And this feels like an off-camera conversation that was on camera without Adam Simpson knowing that it was coming. And this was what it was.
We've requested that Adam to consider coaching the side for one final time this weekend. So as much as today is the announcement of the finish, we'd love Adam to coach one more time.
Yeah, we haven't made that call just yet, Pikey, if I was going to coach this week, but
we'd like you to.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Simo was pissed. He was pissed about that.
Situation.
Well, he rolled his eyes as soon as he started talking about it, and it just brings you to this: put it into your own workplace. You've been fired, and they want you to stay on and do more work. Like, how do you even you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he could see the writing was on the wall.
Yeah,
he couldn't.
No doubt.
Yeah, but yet it's still a shock, and like you said earlier, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, and when we've seen all the papers leading up to this, but today it's a big thing, and it's the news, and everyone's talking about it. But to be asked, and because they wanted to applaud him and say thank you for your time at the West Coast Eagles, but 100%, Nathan, in my opinion, he will not be coaching this weekend.
If I was to be fired from here today and they said, come in and do the show till Friday, I'll be like, piss off. Not in a million years. But you know what? Some people, I bet you, had been in the exact situation, and we want to talk to you.
Yeah, we're letting you go, but can you just do this first?
You're being fired, but they still wanted you to work. We want to know what that's like in reality. Do you think you will coach the last?
Not in a million years.
No.
Because here's the other thing. So if they play Brisbane on the weekend and they lose the game anyway, so how's the celebration going to be? You're going to clap Adam Simpson off and you lost the game? Jeremy McGovern's not playing this weekend, so there's a chance they get beaten by 10 goals.
Yeah, that's right.
Hilarious. Caroline's in Truett Hill. Hi, Caroline.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, Caroline. So we cannot even believe that they've even pitched this to Adam Simpson. Has it happened to you?
It has. What happened in the 90s, back in the good old days when you had to advertise for jobs in the paper.
Yeah.
I was working at a news agency. I think I'd been there 2 years, and then I basically got told I was too old at 25, 26.
Whoa, what? You ancient woman. Yes, keep going.
So you can imagine how old I am now. So then the bosses, because it was a news agency and we were advertising all the time in the paper for different things, they asked me if I could advertise for my own job.
Oh, they made you place the ad to replace you.
Yes.
Oh, that is a dog act.
I was so naive and had no idea at 25 that wouldn't happen now.
Who was your boss, Leonardo DiCaprio?
My thing is, how does somebody age out in the news agency industry at 25?
I don't know. It's impossible.
People will only buy a magazine off a hot girl, Nathan, and over 25.
Well, it was the 90s, and so they could do stuff like that, and it was, they wanted a younger person, like someone who just left school.
Oh, so you can pay them nothing.
Yeah, that would have been... Caroline, did you do the ad?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you're a good person, better than me.
That's funny, Caroline.
Thanks, Caroline. David's in Mount Hawthorn. Morning, Dave.
Good morning.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, can you relate to the situation as well?
Yeah, well, look, I was a lifeguard when I was a bit younger and just exhausted one day, fell asleep on the side of the pool, horrendous, and deserved to be fired, let's face it. You don't want to be doing that as a lifeguard.
Yeah.
But look, they said, look, we're going to have to pull a lifeguard off the reception here, mate. We're not going to be coming into work tomorrow, but today we need you on reception. So here's me booking people into the pool, crying, like, yeah, you can go to the pool. It's okay.
You've been sacked and they put you on reception.
Just like, look, we need a lifeguard, so we can't have you. We need somebody else there. Yeah, you go on reception, David. You can sort it out. So, yeah, I'm like, look, okay.
So you were crying on reception? Crying on reception, handing out pool tokens.
Yes, can I get a towel? Well,
can I just say something? It's been so long since I've been at the pool. I just remembered pool tokens. Is it still? Do you still need pool tokens to get in the pool?
Yeah, I know, but I remember them too.
Remember, you give them money, they give you a token, and then you put the token in the machine. It's like, why are we doing this dance? Why don't you just let me in?
Oh, good on you, Dave. Thank you.
Heather's in Wellard. Hi, Heather.
Hi guys, how you going?
Great, Heather. Tell us what happened.
So when I was about 16 years old, I worked at this little cafe, and I went in for my Saturday shift in the morning, and they decided to let me go. However, they didn't realise that everyone that day was going to call in sick. So as I was leaving and got into my parents' car, they rang me to come back and do the shift for the day.
Okay. Did you turn back and go and do the shift?
No, I did not.
No,
Good.
Well done.
What did your parents say?
They were just in shock because, like, obviously they thought because I'm 16 that I wasn't going to do it. I was going to come in and do it.
Yeah.
How good's
No.
that, though?
Oh, that's so good, isn't
Because
it?
back then when I was 16, I probably would have gone, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because I would have been thinking, I don't want to get a good reference
Yes.
and they might
Yeah.
give me a bad reference. But
Yeah.
I love that you stuck to your guns. That's
I know.
brilliant.
They've sacked her.
Yeah,
You know,
good on you.
I mean, from a boss's point of view, don't fire your staff until you know everyone else is coming to work.
That's right. Write that down, everyone.
Fire them at the end of the shift, not at the
Yeah,
beginning.
thanks, Heather.
Tips for being a good boss. Brittany's in High Wycombe. Hello.
Good morning.
Hey, Brett.
Okay, what happened to you?
I was about 18 or 19 and I worked for a contracting business, and I was front reception, I was the scheduler, I did a bit of everything. And I received a phone call one day from a recruitment agency asking if we needed help with our ad that was placed on Seek.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what's the position for? And it turns out it was my position that they were asking if I needed help with. And I was like, oh, actually, no, thank you, we're fine. And then I cleaned up my desk, didn't say anything, went to my boss's office, and I was like, thanks, I'm going to be going now. And then I explained the phone call that I received, and his face went white.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, we haven't hired anyone just yet. Can you stay till the end of the week?
But you're obviously going to, and you hadn't told me yet. How rude.
That is
I
disgusting.
left. I think I was at work for maybe 45 minutes, and then I just packed up my shit and left.
Good on you.
My
Well
God.
done, Brett.
Imagine that, running an ad without even telling them about it first.
And that's how you find out.
I
is
could I say,
amazing.
we could have done this for 2 hours, the amount of phone calls that we got.
I know.
This is insane. I didn't think
Be
that
better,
anyone-
bosses. Be better.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
There's been an in-depth look into occupational statistics around Perth of where people live and what jobs they do. So if there's a certain concentration of one profession, then that will alert.
They would have got this off the census, wouldn't they, the last one?
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah. So in
Alkimos, yes.
there are 12 debt collectors living in Alkimos.
Concentration
Really?
of debt collectors and
That's
alcohol.
amazing.
Ascot.
Ascot, okay.
Horsey people.
The jockeys, the trainers.
Jockeys and trainers. Belldivers. Sales assistants. 832 of them.
Oh.
I know, isn't that amazing? Also, it's got the most police officers at 159,
That's
and the
amazing.
most hairdressers at 115.
That's a great combination.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Law and order and a great lot.
Yeah.
Canning Vale's got the most cooks at 63. It's got the most mechanical engineers as well at 91. Let's go down to Cottesloe. What do you think Cottesloe's got?
Oh, they're all surgeons. Or
yeah,
hedge fund
I'm
people.
going to throw in
Finance.
farmers.
No. Cottesloe, 152 CEOs, 28 land economists.
Land economists.
Land
What's a land economist?
That sounds like a farmer trying to fancy
Yeah,
up their
that's what
title.
that
Yeah,
is.
24 stockbroking dealers and 9 plastic surgeons.
Oh, plastic surgeons. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Specific.
We go down to the Netherlands. We've got 147 GPs. There are 98 university lecturers. There are 54 dentists, and there are anesthetists. 38 of those.
Anitas.
In the CBD, 226 chefs, 204 waiters, cafe or restaurant managers, 111.
That
There are
makes
bar
sense.
attendants, 89, 80 baristas. There are 10 print journalists. There are 9 actors and 8 radio presenters
That live in the city.
Who are they?
Who are they?
I don't know. We know all of them.
Yeah, I can think of one.
Yeah, I can think of one. Yeah, but I can't think of the other 7.
No.
Scarborough, secondary school teachers, 194. Carpenters, 106. Geologists, 96. Fitness instructors, 92. Makes sense in that
Okay,
area.
Scarbs, yep.
Footballers, 11. Who are they?
Footballers.
In Scarbs.
Oh, there'd be a
Scarborough.
lot of West Coast guys, I'd
Yeah, but
imagine.
they
Daniel
live kind of
Metropolis used to
North
live down
Beach
there. If you count on
vibe.
current.
Yeah. There are the number of dockers that live in East Fremantle. Like
Oh, yeah,
Sean Darcy
phenomenal.
was listing them off, and it's like,
Yeah,
It's half the
phenomenal.
team.
It's so
live
funny
in
to be
Israel.
able to know where these people are. In Dianella, there are 17 florists and 10 dry cleaners. I know one of those dry cleaners, so I just don't know the other 9. It's so funny when you know someone that does a profession that lives in one of these areas. But I just think there is just such an opportunity to do a movie of a horror film when someone drives into a small town, right? And they drive into the town of Harvey, where there is 77 bone and meat slices, 52 meat packers, and 28 slaughterers.
That's because of Harvey Beef.
Harvey Beef, obviously.
That's a good movie, isn't it? Pull into a town and everyone there's got knives because they all work with knives.
And you don't know. You're from out of town. You've got no idea. It's like, what is happening here?
And train drivers, South Headland, train drivers and railway truck workers. Yeah. And Wembley, commercial cleaners, 238 commercial cleaners in Wembley. What?
That's insane.
You'd be able to lick the pavement, Wembley.
Clean as a whistle.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nova is the home of Nathan, Nat and Sean, and Hard & Co.'s state-of-the-art showroom is home to the biggest display of kitchen and laundry appliances in Perth.
Up for grabs right now, we've got $500 cash and an invitation to our Hart & Co brunch next Friday where somebody will win $5,000 worth of Neff kitchen appliances.
Now, we're going to have chances all week, well, the rest of the week anyway.
Yeah. And next week.
And next week, sorry.
So far, we have put 2 dishes on the menu.
And they've been, it was a delicious lemongrass coconut curry, which sounded amazing.
And then the most budget salad we've ever heard of in our
salad
life.
with potato gems in it. And we're like, all right, we're up for that.
Yeah, it seems like a university. It was passed down from a mother, but it seems like it was passed down from a frat house.
Clearly her mother was a stoner.
So we are looking for 3 different options today in which we'll choose one and then they will possibly be going on the menu next Friday. Let's start with Nat from Bassendean. Hi, Nat.
Hey, Nathan, Nat and Sean, how are you?
Good, hey, okay, what have you got for us? Tempt us.
I make this beautiful roast vegetable quiche, and it's got caramelised roast pumpkin, caramelised red onions, caramelised red capsicum, and it's got 8 eggs and cream, and I put parmesan in it, and I just finish it off on top with fresh cherry tomatoes with a sprinkle of salt and a little bit of spinach. And then when I bake it, when you bite into it, you get this pop of cherry tomato and the beautiful caramelised roast vegetables.
Sounds very healthy.
Yeah, it does, actually. I'm into that.
And a bit devoid of meat.
I'm fine with that. I don't need my quiche to have meat in it. I've said it.
Oh my God, it's a big statement.
We've been working together and I've never heard you say that.
I don't need it, Sean. I think that sounds absolutely delicious.
It does.
Yeah, my friends.
You described it well.
My friend's mum used to make this quiche, and she would so she'd do the egg mixture, and then she would put and then they would put boiled eggs, like hard boiled, like full boiled eggs in the quiche.
In the eggy mix. That's a lot of egg.
When you would cut it up, you would have
it's
like
egg and egg.
Egg and egg, and
it's exception.
I have to tell you, it was very exciting.
Exceptional.
Thanks, Nat. You hang there. Damien's in Rivervale. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Damo.
Okay, what have you got for us? Tempt us, please.
I have got a pork apple spicy smoked ribs with caramel sauce.
Now, does everybody ask you to bring this over or make this dish?
Every time I do ribs on the smoker, that's what they always ask.
Okay, he's got a smoker.
You've got a smoker. You're one of these guys.
So, okay, these smoker people are very interesting.
How long do you cook it for?
You can do it in the oven, but I do it in the smoker for 8 hours.
8 hours?
Did you come up with this recipe yourself? Was it inspired off one that you had read somewhere?
It's one that I've actually got out of a recipe book, and I've just tweaked it down.
Made it your own.
Yeah.
It's all about the tweaking, Sean. It's all about the tweaking. I'm not particularly a rib person.
We know
I really
you
wish
are,
that I was. I wish I was.
We've seen you devour a whole rack of ribs.
I love ribs. Even in Bali, my daughter, every place we went to, she wanted to get ribs. So she
in Bali?
Yeah, I know. Was it real meat? I don't know, Nat. And what kind of meat was it? Let's be honest. But I
so
love
many
ribs.
animals have ribs.
I know.
So many.
Yeah, it did say beef.
All you have to say is ribs. All you have to say is ribs.
All right.
Damo.
Well, that's very tempting, Damo. You hang there. And to round us out today, Sharon in Dianella. Hello.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Wonderful,
Good,
Sharon.
What do you make, Sharon?
I make crab pasta.
Sounds nice on many menus.
Okay, right. Talk to us about it.
So it's a get-together that we have with my husband and my family. So it's our friends, but they're more our family.
Oh, cute.
And we do a crab fest on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
The boys all go out and catch the crab. My husband will painstakingly take the meat out of the crabs beforehand.
Yep.
It's the hardest
and then
job.
Oh, it is, but he loves it.
Yeah.
It's a labour of love.
Yeah. Wow.
Cherry tomatoes, lots of parsley, white wine, and top it off with some butter.
Oh, it's nice and fresh. It's
Very
got
home
The only time I ever eat crab was when we were at the Crab Fest.
Yeah.
Once we had crab ice cream, by the way.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, we did too.
Yeah, there's no point for that.
Most people say that crab, or my dad in particular, when I say most people, my dad would always say that crab is better than crayfish. And we used to do diving for both. That was
Yeah.
our weekend sport. Crab
weekend
is
sport.
delicious. It was, yeah.
I'm not a massive crab fan either.
Yeah.
I mean, if you served it to me, I would eat it. It's not like I'm going to
In
go.
seafood, I'll do fish, I'll do prawns, and I'll do dim sims.
He's got his standards, everybody.
Crab sticks, seafood extender.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't want a crab stick, Sean.
So we have a roast veggie quiche, we have spicy smoked ribs, and we've got crab pasta.
I think Sean's going rogue here.
Well, everyone's got to vote. Natalie, put your fingers up.
I might put one finger up.
Well, you can put one finger up.
I'm still trying to decide. I think...
Yeah.
Look,
Where are you sitting, Nathan?
I'm not going to talk about what I like because two of these things I wouldn't normally eat, but I'm going to choose this. And that's one of the things I wouldn't normally eat.
Okay. Righto. That
Harry?
means...
I'm choosing that too.
All right.
That means that Damien will be coming along.
Damien scored $500 cash, Damo. But you're also invited to our Heart & Co brunch next Friday, where if your dish is the chosen one, you'll win $5,000 worth of Neff kitchen appliances. So we'll see you there, Damo.
Thank you.
Good on you, Damo.
Smoker.
Thanks to Nat and Sharon as well.
Nathan, you wouldn't have eaten... What are the other two? Because you would have liked them.
The thing out of that I would definitely eat would be the quiche.
quiche,
crab. I don't really eat crab. I haven't really eaten ribs, even though ribs
He
smell
doesn't eat
delicious
meat
to me.
on the
I don't
bone.
eat meat on the
Remember?
bone, Sean.
No, totally not.
I don't eat
That's why
meat on the
single-
bone.
that's why
No,
single
he
everyone.
likes boneless
Savage.
meat, don't you?
Boneless meat. Boneless chicken? Yeah, boneless all of it. Can you get boneless ribs? Is that just... What's that?
No, that's just me.
If you
The
could get
rib is the
boneless
bone.
ribs, I'd get boneless ribs.
It's like saying, can I have a boneless drumstick, please? No, you can't. You can't. It's not possible.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hey, Nathan, we just heard the ad for Twisters, which you brought to our attention earlier on this morning.
Yeah.
It sounds crap.
Will
you
be,
give it?
Sean.
Do you think you'll give it a chance?
Well, I mean, look, it doesn't have Helen Hunt in there, and the only success in this world is, legitimately.
Has anybody checked on her?
Hunt.
We haven't heard from her for a long time.
She is in a show that I have been watching.
What? Oh, okay. So this could be what? Is it
Yes,
glass
it
blowing?
must be
What is it?
something. Oh, what is it that she's in?
Great British Sewing Bee.
Harry, will you Google Helen Hunt? What TV show is she currently in?
Yeah, on it.
Whilst you do that, let's go through a couple of classic Helen Hunt movies.
Well,
will we?
Mad About You.
Mad About You.
And that's
TV
it,
show.
really. And then also
Twister.
She must have been in some others.
What's she currently starring in?
Blind Spotting
Blindspotting?
Stars.
No.
Okay, hang on.
TV show. It's a TV show.
I'm on IMDb. Hacks.
Hacks. Hacks. She's in Hacks.
Which one is she in?
She is the TV producer that keeps on playing like racquetball and stuff.
In the latest series. Yeah, right. I
trying to
haven't
sign
seen
up.
this season.
And she's the one that gives the go-ahead on whether the comedian is going to be hired at the network or not. Hacks. That's what she's
Spoilers.
She was in As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson too. That was a
that's
great
right.
movie.
That was a huge movie.
Yeah,
That was a huge
massive.
one. Beverly Hills Cop is currently on Netflix, Nath.
Was she ever like a sex symbol? Was she?
Look, I don't think she was the worst.
She had kind of girl next door vibes.
She was everyone's friend,
rather.
wasn't she?
Yeah,
she had
wasn't,
like
yeah.
hot auntie vibes.
I'll
She?
Google it.
She was a hot auntie.
I'll Google it.
She wasn't, Pammy Anderson kind of vibe, you know.
I know Harry.
White T-shirt, wet white T-shirt, Harry.
A young, no, look at her.
No,
Yeah,
girl next door. Yeah.
She's not a girl next door. She's a girl a couple of houses down.
Easy, Helen.
All right, yeah, settle down.
Oh, she's
Sean,
really...
there you go. What about her?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I can't say too much. I've got family everywhere.
I've got family everywhere. Oh, well, I'm glad she's still getting work. That's
really good.
That's great.
Tomorrow, Pete Hallier is going to be joining us.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we'll have more opportunities for you to impress us with your signature dish. So if you've got something that just really wows people and you make it for them, we want to know about it.
If you've registered on the Nova Player for someone to pay your bills, someone meaning us, make sure you do, because Ross, you're doing that today?
Just after 10, the first one. Safe to say, after all that conversation, Nath, you're not a big fan or going to see the movie Twisters?
I'll see it.
Well,
they've gone to the trouble of making it, Ross.
I'm glad you said all that, because tonight I'm hosting Nova's Night at the Movies, which is Twisted.
Why wouldn't you?
Really? Shout out to all our Nova listeners who won tickets to see that.
Good luck.
Oh, second prize.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.